Today, we have such a treat for you.
We have partnered with Noovo and we are going to show all 3 of their models with you today.
Yes, guys, you know, we've already toured the Noovo Plus before, but I don't know if you know this, they have 2 other models. They have what they call a Noovo Pop, a Noovo Lite, and a Noovo Plus, which you've seen, but you have to stay to the end because we are going to show you that one at the end, and they've made some changes.
Yes, and I can't wait to share everything with you.
We are currently standing in the Noovo Lite, but before we get started, I wanted to introduce you to Maggie.
Hi.
You've probably seen her in all of their videos. She does a lot of their tours, and we are so lucky today because she's gonna be kind of in and out with us in case we need to know anything that, you know, any kind of information or specs or anything we wouldn't normally know. And, you know, just to
hang out.
Just hang out and have fun with us. So we're so lucky to have her here. But yeah, this is Maggie. She does a little bit of everything for Noovo.
I love it.
I'm here in the back of the Noovo Lite. It is their entry-level, least expensive model, and it has a RV queen in the back. So all of you techies out there, look that up and tell us what the difference is between a regular queen and an RV queen. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. But you've got some overhead storage here on both sides, which is really nice. It actually extends down a little bit beyond the door so that things will actually stay in there. They won't slide out. So that's really nice for, you know, getting everything in there. And as you know, we like to stuff our things in there. And so this way everything will stay in there really nice and secure and you don't have to worry about them falling out when you open them.
I mean, can we just pause for a minute? Like, this is curved. Can you see that? Like,
yes.
That is so beautiful.
I am thoroughly impressed with all of just the rounded corners, just the selection of materials. I love these double paned acrylic windows that pop out, and they've got the blackout shades and the bug screens kind of all built in. So that's super nice that, you know, you don't have to like store them or anything like that. They're always just right there ready for you to use.
Love it.
The other thing that's really nice about this model is the air conditioner is right above the bed. So when you're sleeping at night and you're trying to, you know, cool things down, you've got all that nice airflow right above you, keeping you nice and cool and comfortable.
I love that.
One of the really nice things about this layout is the storage in the garage underneath the bed.
Ooh.
So pop down.
Bam.
Oh.
Again with the curves.
So look at this. This is huge under here.
Oh,
You've got your electrical system here on the passenger side. So they use the Lithionics batteries and the Victron controllers and distribution system with the inverter. So definitely what I would select if I was going to build a van for myself. And you've got really nice access to all of the water components, your pump, the filter, just the water tank, everything you need
and
right
our
there.
outdoor shower.
Yes, and your outdoor shower's right here on the back.
Ooh, look at that.
Yep. So that's going to be, yeah, that's your water temperature control. And then here's your port for your outdoor shower. Fun fact from Maggie. So when you order your van, if you would like to switch the orientation of the blackout shade and the bug screen, they can do that for you at the factory. So that's a really cool option in case, you know, you use one more than the other.
Awesome. I also like, can you move those pillows? Like, look at that little cutout. It gives you a little more room.
Yeah, you've got a little extra headroom there. Plus you've got power, 12 volt and 120 volt.
Cool.
Yeah, and I love all the accent lighting. So I'm 6'1", I actually have boots on, and here in the Lite, I don't know, I've probably got maybe 1.5 inches or so room between my head and the ceiling. So there is plenty of room for me to stand up. All of the vans that we are showing you today are actually personal vans of people. These are vans that Noovo has asked to use in the Adventure Van Expo, so they will be displaying those tomorrow. So all the vans have, people's stuff in it, and we can kind of show you what it looks like when you're living in the van as well.
Which I love that. We never get to show that.
Exactly. Okay, so actually I'll start here in the back. They have the microwave. It is just a standard small microwave. I think this is very similar to the model we have in our van. Refrigerator is up nice and high so that you don't have to bend over to get in and out of it. And I'm thinking their beer of choice might be the Pacifico or the Blue Moon, both of which I really enjoy. Nice selection of the model of fridge, and its location is just really nice because it's up and it's usable.
Yeah, we are big fans of not having to bend down to get in the fridge if you don't have to.
That's right. So, and then this is a huge pantry, as you can see. And oh, look at this.
What do we have here?
Wow, they've got it stocked with some nice Bordeaux, so that's very nice. But as you can see, a full bottle of wine or whatever you'd like to store in here fits. But then also everything can stay nice and secure, so nothing moves around too much while you're driving. All right, so moving on to this lower drawer. Very nice, deep and well-built drawers. All the nice dovetails. Good selection of materials. Over here, you've got your 12 and 24 volt power. So you've got easy access to your breakers and your fuses. One more drawer. Wow, these are nice and deep and long.
What is on the bottom? Is that another drawer?
And then there's one more way down here on the bottom. Oh,
way.
let me get my foot out of the way.
That's
Wow.
cool.
They definitely are using all of the available space for as much storage as possible.
Yeah.
And they've got these nice securing latches so that everything stays nice and secure when you're on the road.
So the cool thing is I've actually been wanting to see the Noovo Lite for a really long time. We didn't get to see it. We saw it like being built when we were at the factory when we toured the Noovo Plus a few months ago, but we didn't actually get to see it in person, and I'm loving it. I'm like, it just blows me away. If you didn't want the Noovo Plus, this is such an amazing option.
So here on the driver's side, right in front of the bed, you've got 2 wardrobe closets. So you've got a lot of storage here for, hanging items or, big, tall items. So very good use of space.
All right, let's check it out. Ooh, that is so nice. And here's the bottom one. Look at that little curve in there. So cute.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to where? Where to next? The galley or the bathroom?
Oh,
Probably the galley.
let's do the galley. So here in the galley, where I spend a lot of time making delicious meals for Hillary, you've got actually quite a bit of space considering, that we're in a camper van and you have such a small space. So there is a built-in induction cooktop. You've got a nice little prep kind of work area. And then you've got your sink, which is nice and deep. It's got this nice cutting board that fits over the top. And just like we would, there's dishes in here that you can kind of store until you're ready to use them or clean them. And it does also come with a filtered water system, so you'll always have, nice filtered water on demand. Right behind the faucet, you actually have a little hook for your dish towel. One thing I forgot is the faucet has this hose, so the nozzle is extendable.
I think so. And here's the deal. If you wanted a quick shower, you probably can.
That's true.
Right?
You could
Look at that.
rinse off outside,
Just quick.
Whatever you need to do. So over here you have your water pump control, so it's in a nice convenient spot, and then you have 120 volt power, which is where we'd plug in our coffee maker, that kind of good stuff. All right, let's move on to the storage underneath the sink. So you've got this very large cabinet with your trash can, easy access to all of your utilities. Underneath the stove, you've got 3 drawers. You've got storage for all of your pots and pans, your dishes, and I'm assuming your silverware. Yes.
Voila.
Everything that you need.
So nice.
Secures away nicely. All right, guys, I'm working on not saying nice or good or
Amazing.
Amazing. I know you guys give me tons of feedback that I say that all the time. I don't know. It's the first word that comes to mind when I see something that I'm excited about.
Yeah. Okay. And let us know at the end if you're counting them. How many times did he say nice? I think he's working on it, but it's a work in progress.
For sure.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna show you guys the bathroom. And the first thing we're gonna start with is this, I believe, Nautilus door, which I want one of these in our van. It is such a nice door. And then stepping in to the shower. Look at this. Look how much room I have. I don't know if you really can see, but this is nice and big. I love the shower head that they chose. It actually feels really solid. Normally they feel very flimsy and plasticky. This one is like a nice solid shower head. And yeah, you can see, I could take a shower in here, no problemo, standing up. You got your towels right here, you know. Obviously you take them out when you shower, but isn't that a nice place to store your towels? And then down here, we have a cassette toilet, which I'm actually a big fan of cassette toilets. It's so easy to just dump and I don't know, just take care of it so easily. So we prefer a cassette toilet.
I think Hillary prefers the cassette toilet because I'm the one who's always taking care of it, emptying it out, cleaning it out. So all she has to do is use it. So I'm sure she loves it.
I never thought of that, but technically I have taken out before when I did my solo trip. So, but yes, okay, fine, you caught me. That's probably why I prefer it. But what I noticed in this van though, is obviously I'm just gonna sit on it.
Cool.
And what I love about this one is the button to add water to the toilet is right beside you. You don't have to go underneath finding it, you know, in the middle of the night, because that can be a problem sometimes. All in all, this is a great bathroom. It has a light, it has a fan, and you know, we are fans of having fans in the bathroom. Not every van does that, so I love that. All right, so let's give it back to Bob and do the front of the van.
I think of a third row seat as having a seat belt like that you can sit at while you are driving on the road. But I think this would qualify as a dinette in my opinion, because I don't know, it just kind of has a more dinette feel and it's got this really big table. I was going to say nice there, but I didn't for you guys. So this table has some really cool features. So you can actually lift it up and then have access down below. So there's some shoe storage or your secret compartment, whatever you'd like to store down there.
Can we just give that a moment though? Like that is a really cool secret compartment.
Yes. You also have some storage back behind. All right. So I had to open the window while I was waiting for Hillary to get a new battery for the camera. But again, I just have to say, what a great placement. The airflow coming through here is just so nice. It just made it so much more comfortable. So let me finish telling you about this table. So let's see, where was I? I talked about the secret door. We've got these compartments kind of built into the wall. And then you have your 12 volt and 120 volt power. And this table actually has the ability to slide. So you can slide closer to the driver's seat, or you can slide closer to you sitting in this third seat. Which,
does it come all the way off too if you wanted it to?
Yes. So when it's up, you can actually take it off.
Wow, I
and
did
it's
not
actually
know
pretty
that.
lightweight considering how big this table is. Other nice feature is that you can then have this extension pop out. So you could use this as an extension while you were cooking, or if you're over here in the passenger seat, you could have access to the table there. So just a very functional table overall, and it's very, very well supported with this leg. So all in all, I am a huge fan of this table and its kind of versatility and functionality. Now, one thing I forgot to talk about was the storage up above. Very similar to over the bed, where you've got that nice kind of lip to hold everything in. Lots of, storage. Everything is nice and secure. And then you have your Max air fan up above, which just a really nice option. Your control system up above the sliding door. So you've got your Victron kind of display that's got all of your, your batteries, your inverter, your solar, your tanks. So you have your water tank and your gray tank. Then you have your Rixson heating system display. So this can actually set your set point. You can select whether you want to be on electric or gas. You've got your awning controls and some lights. And then up above the cab, you've got your storage, kind of the normal shelf that's up here. And then this is on the Ram ProMaster 3500 extended chassis. So it has the nice new transmission, the upgraded console with the 10-inch display on it. Here under the dinette seat, you've got the Rixson heating system. This is gasoline powered and it comes right off of the vehicle's gas tank. So you pretty much have, for all intensive purposes, an unlimited amount of heating capacity because it's so efficient and your gas tank is so big. So this van actually has kind of the old style roof inside the van here. And so they have actually upgraded this. And so we'll show you in the next van what that looks like. But this is what the previous models look like. So going forward, you'll see what the new vans have. Here at the sliding door, all the vans come standard with the bug screens. So they just drop down. Very useful. You've also got this exterior table. So you can have, a little dinette space outside. You've got your windows. Let's go around to the other side where you've got power. Oh, yeah, here it is. So here on the driver's side, you've got your gravity fill for your water, your 30 amp shore power connection. You've got your bunk window next to your bed. This is your cassette toilet, so you can actually, have access there. And then that is the exhaust for the Rixson system.
Look at that window. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's so nice.
And then this is your dump valve for your gray tank.
Okay.
Other than that, this is basically everything you get on the Noovo Lite. So moving on to the Noovo Pop. Now this is very similar to the Noovo Lite, except for obviously it has a pop top. But as you can see in this van here, as we mentioned earlier, these are owner vans and they have added on this really cool feature that allows you to have some additional storage in the back. So you can have some like exterior storage or a bike, what have you. But all in all, this is exactly the same setup with your bug screens. You've got your storage up above, your RV queen size bed with your bunk window, and the exact same kind of power controls on the passenger side, your water tank and system on the driver's side. Maggie was chatting with us and explaining some of the differences between kind of this van and the newer models. And one of the things that she mentioned is that here, separating the garage and the coach, that there's actually a door. So that way, if there's stuff in the back, it's not going to come sliding forward like, we've had that happen in our van.
Or if you don't want anybody to see what's back there.
That's right. And it provides a little bit of security, kind of privacy to keep kind of all that stuff in the back. So
love it.
Let's see. Some of the other key differences, I think the bathroom setup configuration looks the same with the Nautilus shower, the cassette toilet. Everything looks pretty similar there. The microwave, refrigerator, and cabinets on the galley are the same in this model. So one of the key differences in this van, obviously besides the pop, is this third row seat here at the dinette. So it does have seat belts and is a little bit, I don't know if I would say bigger, but it's just kind of a different layout. So the table is a little narrower, but your seat is a little bigger with the backrest, your seat belts, and I believe there are the child restraints in here for like,
a car seat.
Car seats and stuff like that. Still
Very
has
cool.
this, good luck showing it in the video, Hillary, but it's got kind of this table extension as well. So you can, use that while you're cooking or doing dishes, what have you. Let me fold it all the way back in.
Voila!
And it does still pop up. It comes off, you know, it's nice and lightweight. So it is, you know, kind of contoured a little bit more over here. Let's check and see what's underneath the table. So your storage is, you know, slightly different, but you still have a good amount of storage with 120 volt and 12 volt power. Then down here, you have a larger kind of shoe storage slash, you know, secret storage spot.
Which makes sense because you can get 4 people to sleep in here.
Yeah. So this model also comes with the double paned acrylic windows that are the awning style that pop out with the blackout shades, the bug screens, and boy, the airflow just makes it feel so much nicer in here. I love that. And then I think the big difference is going to be up top with the pop top. So
let's go.
So we were chatting with Maggie again, and this setup with this style pop-up is kind of their older setup. They are continuing to upgrade and look for, you know, new developments in the industry and incorporating those into their models. So this actual setup is completely different. So the ladder configuration, the size of the opening, the way that the pop opens, and the room that's up there, just completely different than what they're offering now on the new models. So the new model, we'll put it right here so you can see that and all of its features that it has that go with that. So in this model, everything is exactly the same as the Lite. So you do have your sink, your induction stove top, kind of your storage, all of your drawers. So even the controls above the sliding door are exactly the same layout with your, you know, Victron system, your Rixon, and your awning. So this is, like I mentioned earlier, they're always looking to kind of innovate, looking for, you know, new technologies, new ways of doing things, making the vans lighter, you know, better. So this is kind of another version of the ceiling. And again, they don't offer this anymore, but this is what they used to look like several models ago.
But the new one,
we're
showing them in the next van.
You lose a vent fan, your solar's a little less, but you gain this sleeping area. Okay, so that kind of wraps it up for the Pop. Like I said, it's basically the Lite with a few modifications to have the Pop on there with, you know, some minor changes to the solar and basically repositioning the vent fan and a hole in the roof so you can access it. But other than that, basically the same. So now we are going to move on to one of my favorite vans, the Noovo Plus. And this is one of the first, I guess I'd call it the first production models to a customer. And it is in sandstone, and I have to say, I really, really like it. So let's take a look.
We are in my favorite part of the Noovo Plus. But actually, I really love how tall this is also. So there's a lot of favorite parts. But anyways, this is my #1 favorite part, if we're gonna say that. So this is what you would call a U-shaped lounge. And it has 2 different things you can do in it. Well, actually, I would say 3. The first one is obviously, no, I'm gonna say 4. This could be an office, right? You can have your computer right here. This can be your office. This can be your dining area. This is where you can have all your meals. And honestly, you can sit, I think last time we said like 7 or 8 people. So, and I stand by that. You could sit a lot of people in here. You also can put this table down, which we're gonna do in just a moment, and it will convert into a lounge area / bed. So we're gonna say like living room, because right here, which you would have seen if you watched our other video where we toured the Noovo Plus, there was a TV right here. So that is an option. I believe it costs about $900 to get a Samsung TV in here, but you also can use it as a computer monitor. So kind of cool, right? I think that would be worth the $900 spent. Well worth it. So like I said, dining area, office area, lounge area to watch TV, and then last but least, you can put all of this down. The table goes down and you can sleep in here. So before we put this table down and show you all the cool things that you can do in here, we're gonna show you what we did not show you in the last video because it was just a prototype. This is actually an owner's van, and so you get to see the actual cupboards. Like, how cool is that? You get this whole cupboard, which there's 2 little slots inside, and like Bob's been saying, it's curved and so nothing will fall out when you open it, but you get it on this side and you get it on this side. So you literally have 4 spaces to put clothes and different things like that, whatever you'd want to put. But that to me is a game changer. I would put all of our, I don't know, day-to-day living things in these spaces. All in all, I mean, other than talking about the windows, but I think that's kind of the same setup in all 3 vans. They all have the same setup, so no need to talk about that again. I think it's time to turn this into a lounge.
All right, so there's a secret door right here. Press and hold the button for 5 seconds. When it beeps, then you can hit the button one more time and the table will start lowering down. And then you just need to stop it at whatever position you're looking for. So if you need it just a little bit lower, or if you want to make it into the bed, you just stop it wherever you need to. So all you need to do now that the table is down is pull these in, push these down, and you have this huge sleeping area. 2 adults could easily sleep here.
Yeah, or a few kids, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
look at that.
Look at, you could sleep right here.
Oh,
all right.
That's amazing. And just think if you had the TV option right there.
Oh, yeah, with the TV option. And then it's super easy to make back into the bed. Or I should say make back into the lounge. You just simply do the exact opposite. Perfect.
So you just pushed it once?
Just push it one time, the table comes back up, and you're all set.
Now, one thing everybody wants to know is, can you have people sleeping down here and up top at the same time?
Absolutely. Because the way that this bed sits, you can lower this down about, to about right here. So you can still have access to get on top of it, and people can still climb in underneath it and sleep. So you could sleep 4 adults in this bed.
Yeah, because
in this configuration.
I think the weight limit is like 850 pounds or something.
It is something like that. So I'm going to lower back down the table. We'll make this into a bed. I will then also lower the bed down, and I'll show you guys where you can have one person laying down here and then one person laying on the top, and there's plenty of room for everybody. So
yeah. And honestly, once the bed's in position and not moving, it can hold a crazy amount of weight. I mean, I think like 800 pounds or something. So I just wouldn't recommend like being on it when you move it. I mean, you can, but like just to be safe, I wouldn't.
I'll put it all the way down, Hillary.
Yeah.
And then just stick the camera in here. So this is the bed all the way down. So theoretically you could sleep under here, but this would be really uncomfortable. But let's see the room that's on the top. So here's how much room you have with the bed all the way down. So all you need to do is raise this bed up maybe 1/3 of the way, and then you'll have plenty of room for both beds. So let me move it up and I'll show you.
The way that I like to judge the height is actually based off of the ladder. So it's buckled right now, but the ladder condenses and extends as you attach it. And you'll know pretty easily if it's too high or too low, because the ladder isn't going to necessarily look like it's in the best place. Also, I know that this is not foot friendly, and we are still looking for a solution to make this a little bit more comfortable. You'll know if this is too high or too low because the steps aren't going to really function in the way that you need them to. I really base the height based off of the people that you're sharing this space with. So
yes.
We'll
Yeah.
test it at this for our full-grown adult selves, but if you had children traveling with you, I think that you could get away with having this even a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
And vice versa, I think that if you had 4 people that were a little bit taller, you could get away with having this a little bit higher.
All right, come on, Hillary.
I'm coming. Okay.
And then there were 2.
And there are 2. We fit.
See, there's plenty of room.
Yeah, we fit great.
I don't know if you can see, but I'm kicking my feet and I have room still. I'm
Let me
trying
step up
to
there.
You step up here. Okay.
I'm trying to showcase how much
Oh.
room there really is. It's quite a bit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then can you see me down here?
Now I can.
Okay, so this is me on the bottom. Look at, I mean, this is kind of what it feels like in our own van anyway. So like if you were to sleep, this is how you'd sleep. You roll over, you have plenty of room, or, you know, you could sleep in the middle. No problem. Again, I have my feet up too. Plenty of space to sleep down here with 2 people up top.
As you can see, I am in the bedroom. I've got the bed all the way down, and you can see there is enough room for me to sit up straight here on the bed with plenty of room. So in front of me, you've got your 12-volt air conditioner. We have some experience with this thing. It works amazing. Kind of a little bit of a game changer. These are the new upgraded reading lights above each side of the bed, and they've got 12-volt USB power in those. So, you know, you can charge your phone overnight or your iPad, whatever you need, so that, you know, you have tons of power all night long.
And you know what I love? Like you have the window right there. So you literally still would get airflow
Yes.
with having both of the windows open.
Yep.
And having the back open. So
That is true.
yeah, there's the top, and then I just want to show them, as we have this fully down, you have the table. So we didn't even have to do anything with the dining room.
Bedroom, check. All right.
Okay.
So here in the Noovo Plus, you have this incredibly large bathroom. So tons of room up above. Obviously, you can have enough space to take a shower. You've got your Nautilus shower door, your cassette toilet. Those are 2 similar features in the Pop and the Lite, but obviously you've got a lot more headroom in here.
Yeah, I mean, look at that headroom. Come on.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, this is actually like I can take a shower and hold it over me and rinse off. So yeah, this does have this 7-foot interior clearance. So I don't know, it just makes this van feel so much bigger, even though it's actually just the same size as the Lite, but
Except for taller.
tall. So here you've got a nice little pull-out pantry drawer. You've got another pantry drawer. And then on the passenger side, you've got your galley. So this is kind of one of the upgrades that we have in the new models. So you've got this piece of what basically is the countertop. So it kind of covers it all up.
And wait, are they going to put all of this in the Lite and the Pop too?
Yes. Some of the new features that you're going to see in all of the vans are going to be this solid core countertop. So, I mean, it's just very nice, sturdy, good quality
So
material.
it's going to come in all their vans from now on.
Comes in all their vans. Also, what they're doing is they are recessing the induction cooktop. So it's just this nice flat working surface. So whether you are cooking or just need it for a prep area, you know, you can utilize this whole entire area. And it does come with the faucet, with the hose, and the drinking water system as well. You've got your bed controls, your water pump, and a hook for your dish towel.
Yeah.
So one other really cool feature, you've got some storage up above here. So you've got kind of your standard storage right above the galley. They definitely did not have this secret storage compartment in the prototype, but they definitely have taken advantage of every little nook and cranny.
I mean,
Put this really cool storage place in it. And I mean, again, just the nice curved features. Just everything kind of flows really nice. Just,
Bob, no more nices.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Okay.
Can't help it. So starting up above here, you've got this really kind of compact storage area. We were talking with one of the co-founders, and this cabinet up here could be used for like a Starlink or something like that. And, you know, they're listening to your guys' feedback. And so some people were saying, hey, I can't use this microwave because it's up too high for me. So they are looking at, you know, potentially switching out the layout, maybe moving a few things around. So stay tuned for that. We'll see what they end up doing. But I really do like this fridge freezer combo, and it being up off the ground. It's a game changer. Love this configuration.
And you get more storage and more storage.
Yes. So you do have more storage down here and down here. And over here.
And down there.
Yep, you got another secret storage spot down here.
Shoes or whatever you want.
And you've got your 12 and 24 volt power system here. So you've got all of your breakers and fuses, easy access, so you can get to it if you ever have any issues.
And little office space right there with a plug.
Office space with power. So I was speaking with Paul, one of the co-founders, and these drawers are an option that the customer requested. And, you know, this is something that they can do for you if you need some kind of smaller kind of storage like this. Like for us, I think that'd be great to be able to put like cameras and drones and stuff like that in these drawers. But if you need a full larger space, they can also do that for you too.
Yeah, so they don't have to come with drawers, but it looks like it might be an option.
Yeah, it's a great option. I really like that. Let's see. Then up above here, this is this absolutely huge compartment above the cab where you can store like blankets and pillows and, you know, all sorts of, you know, large bulky items can fit up here. And you've got this entire storage from, you know, all the way across the van.
Cool.
So the other upgrade that we see is here, we've got the Victron controls, the Rixon heating system, and then they've actually changed the awning that they're using. And so here are your awning controls. And you've got a push button for the awning light right here. So.
And that's one thing we didn't mention is all three come with an awning.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, did we? Okay.
I said awning controls. They had like the toggle switches in those models, whereas this one has this little nifty little control.
Oh, cool, cool.
So let's see, bug screens. We almost forgot to show you the upgraded ceiling that they are now offering in all of their vans. So I personally think this is a great upgrade because this is going to help kind of keep all the noise down. It's kind of soft and insulated. So, you know, any roof noise or vibrations, anything like that, or any noise inside the van, it's going to kind of help control that. And it just looks really, really nice.
Look how sleek that looks. It looks so nice.
Kind of reminds me of like a yacht.
It does.
Between the curves, the colors, textures.
I mean,
yeah.
Quality.
Beautiful. One of the big key differences with the Plus is it is on the super high roof chassis. So as you can see, you do have the increased height of the roof, and you can kind of see that here at the front of the van. And I think ProMaster has done a really good job of kind of incorporating all of that together because it just looks really sleek.
That is the Noovo Lite, the Noovo Pop, and the Noovo Plus. We're gonna see you guys at tomorrow's show and let you know prices and anything else we can think of. See you there. We told you guys that we were gonna bring you to the show, give you a little like introduction of who's behind the Noovo vans. And this is most of the team. Well, we're missing some of you've already met before. We're missing another Antoine, but I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because we screw up their names sometimes. So, all right, so co-owner, name?
Antoine Alberto.
Okay, you hear that? Okay. Okay, and what are you in charge of?
I'm in charge of all the building, all the shop manufacturing.
Okay, this is Maggie.
Yes, you've already met me, but
Yep.
I do all the marketing stuff.
Yep.
I'm
And?
Paul, one of the owner and in charge of the sales and all the administration.
And I'm Ben, and more in charge of all the marketing and marketing.
Yeah. And then the other Antoine that's not here, what's he in charge of?
More like a kind of CFO
Okay.
on all the finance part and all the inventory.
We really appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah.
It's been just so much fun spending time with you and getting to see all of your great products.
Yeah.
Boy, we're great. We're really thankful.
Yeah, this is awesome. But before we go, I know a lot of you would want to know is the prices. We never talked about prices. And the cool thing is, not only are we gonna let you know the prices, we're going to let you in on what they have coming this week, hopefully. It's their brand new website,
Yes.
right? And hopefully it's going over my face right now how cool it is. So I've seen it already, it's very cool. But okay, so
Pricing.
pricing. Which one? You
So,
start.
We have the Noovo Lite that start at 162,700.
Behind
Kind of
us.
like a see-through pricing, so basically the price are the same everywhere in the country.
Yep.
So this is the Noovo Lite, the Noovo Pop, which is kind of the same layout with a double seat and a pop-top tent, which is 174,200, and the Noovo Plus, that is 186,700.
Yeah.
You can find all the pricing on our website.
Yep.
And as Hilary said, we have a new website coming, hopefully mid next week.
Yeah. It's amazing. I got to take a little peek at it, and you get to like look at colors and types of vans and colors, and like there's like so many little things that you get to build.
Customize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing is we've been working on the 3D configuration. You can pick all the features, all the colors and everything, and you can have like a kind of visualization on the product, which is pretty cool, and I hope you will like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys sticking around and seeing all three vans and being able to share that with you guys and meeting the team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess that concludes today's video.
Yeah. Let us know your favorite. Our favorite is
The Noovo Plus.
yeah. That's our favorite. Let us know your favorite. And if you want to see the behind the scenes of this whole time we were with them, that video comes out next week. So that's all we have.
Until next time.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Happy travels. All right. Thank you.
Hey, don't laugh.
Awesome. This is the Noovo team. We are standing in front of three Noovo models. Okay, you're not.
You started different this time, and I was like
I'm
waiting.
always gonna start
I was
different.
waiting for my spot.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'll do it again. Today we have such a treat for you. We are gonna tour three.
You keep pausing.